looking for Bethany Throgmorton. You got any patients by that name?
We'd know if we had a Throgmorton. Although, we do have a Bethany. Or rather, we did. She's missing, and not on one of her usual walks.
You mean she broke out?
Yes, knocked an orderly out cold. She was out the door in a moment. It took us all by surprise. She's usually harmless.
Her usual walks. You let patients leave the building?
Oh, Bethany was harmless, and she always came back. This time, well, I've never known her to be like that.
Any idea where she went?
No. She had been odd recently, though. Muttering to herself, and she drew this strange picture on her bedroom wall.
That's interesting. Can I take a look at her room?
I suppose it couldn't hurt. She had a separate room downstairs. Here's the key, but do watch out for broken glass.
Bye. There's enough dope left in here to knock out a horse. The blood's almost dry. At 7 years each, that's a lot of bad luck. I'm glad it's not mine. Someone had a field day to facing these. Huh. Was this taken at gunpoint?
I will find it, baby boy. I promise. Just tell me more.
Stop right there.
You no longer have any power over me. I have found my Hammond. He's shown me the way. Randall Glassworks in Salvation Harbor. I can't believe it. The answers have been there since last century.
Time to piece this one together.
In Salvation Harbor. I can't. You no longer have any power over me. I have.
Stop right there.
Bethany escaped the asylum after getting the mirror from Glover. Next stop looks to be a factory called Randall Glassworks.
Get the truck out of here.
Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Fish? Fresh fish? Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I've heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
You sure are. I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Well, we are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet. As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Huh. How do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD first.
Oh, you're kidding me. What for?
You need to prove yourself. Show us through your actions that you're worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
How can I join?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well, last night someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guards scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
Fine. Count me in.
Good. Thank you. Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
See you later.
You got business here.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
See me praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Can you tell me what happened? Don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane, but I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Yeah, that's a bit of a puzzler. What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. An average Joe. If not for his, bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
And what did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
All right. Well, that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing. The hall's fresh, still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all. That's a fancy-looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. Could be dangerous. Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds. So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling. I have questions. Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is. This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
Just a little bit more. I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
Darn pests. May take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this. Just a little bit more. Oh no.
Darn pests. May take them. Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
You dig up anything interesting?
I sure did. Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay, this is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
Anna will quarter you. You're joking about that, right?
Wish I was. Anna, she's ruthless when it comes to punishing the guilty, EOD member or not.
That's unexpected. Huh. Look, nothing personal, Daryl, but I need to tell Anna the truth.
Okay. All those people might suffer because I do what you must, Mr. Reed.
If it's that bad, maybe you should skip town, hide somewhere.
You don't understand, Mr. Reed. You can't hide from your own conscience.
I found a hidden room full of shackles and chains downstairs. Looks like some kind of torture chamber. Know anything about it?
What? Stop talking, Druck. That can't be true. I know this place top to bottom.
Now, Daryl, you know I'm a detective. And if you're lying, I'm going to find out one way or another.
I've got nothing to do with it, I swear, Mr. Reed. Go ask Anna. She's responsible for renting the place. I know nothing about this.
Okay. I'll talk to Anna. We'll see if your story holds up. Can you remind me where I can find the Oakmont University?
You can't miss it. It's the greatest thing Oakmont has to offer. Except maybe our famous caramelized eel stew. Give me your map. There you go. But don't forget to first report your findings to Anna.
See ya.
May the sea protect you.
Take as much as you need.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison, though I can't identify it yet.
Sea protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but The poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I've no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
Now, refresh my memory. Where's the university here?
I know it very well. Here, give me your map and I'll show you.
You were a student there, I take it.
Yes, that's right. I earned my degree there a while ago. Are you surprised?
I just wasn't expecting to see a college graduate working here is all. I never had the opportunity myself. Could say I'm a bit jealous.
You'll find that here in Oakmont, a woman can achieve much more than on the mainland. Our university has always accepted women with open arms.
See you later.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
You recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
What's your problem?
Wendell sent you to deliver me the books, right?
No. You must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just worried for the fate of these tomes. It's been a week without news from Wendell. Maybe you can help me. I'd reward you, of course.
Why not? What can I do?
Oh, marvelous. Let's get acquainted then. Samuel Hopes, honorary member of Altera Par's book club.
Charles Reed, Private Eye.
Good, good. Listen, we're missing 3 rare books. One was taken for restoration while the other 2 were being studied. I asked Wendell to contact all parties, but he's gone quiet. Here's our records. Please, retrieve the tomes. They're so very valuable.
Why are they so valuable?
They're the 3rd, 7th, and 9th tomes written by the humble servant. The collection of all 11 books is our most prized possession. The author's real name is a mystery, but we know that he was an Oakmonter for sure.
Okay, I'm on it. Bye.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
The door won't budge. I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here? What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it. Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded. I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I? Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried, 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none, worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
I'll see you later.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
The door won't budge. These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison. you fill me in on ricin again?
Of course. What do you need to know?
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
I'll see you later. Hello?
Hello. Welcome to Oakmont University Library. Joy Hayden. Can I help?
Charles Reed, private investigator. I apologize for my bluntness, but can I ask you a question?
Mouth?
Yeah.
Punishment. Long story.
Again, sorry for me being so direct, but that can't be legal, can it? This looks like... it looks like torture.
Legal in Oakmont. Local custom.
Huh. I need to see your book catalogs.
Sure. Over there.
And that's it? No payment, no threatening, no favors in return?
No. Library public. Knowledge for everyone. Welcome.
Well, that's music to my, eyes. This city doesn't look like it has much need for books, except as fuel for fires. How come the library's in such good shape?
Mr. Throgmorton. Funds. Keeps everything in check.
Really? Huh. I wouldn't have thought that of him. I wonder why.
He says people need hope, entertainment, escapism. Now more than ever. Can't imagine library without his help.
Bye, Joy. The door won't budge. The door won't budge. And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around? This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
I loved you. I always loved you.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you. You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to... You will never understand our cause! My child is...
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine! I don't...
George, I can't live... You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George! George?
I don't care what
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Easy there. Anna from the fish market asked me to find you. You know her, right?
I should have guessed. I know her much better than you think. What does she want from me now? She already took everything I have.
It's not about what she wants. It's about what you did. Poisoning the fish. Sound familiar? Yeah, I can prove you did it.
Hold on. Before you jump to conclusions, I want you to know that I had a good reason to do what I did. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity.
They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doom take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no. You don't understand. Ah!
Looks like this workbench was used for making frames. Some sort of treatment solution. It must be what they use to turn glass panes into mirrors. much.
A human face. Hold up, I'll unlock the door. I guess you're the reason that beast in the basement went quiet. I don't know how to thank you, mister.
Well, for a start, have you seen an old lady with a mirror around here?
Huh. Old Bethany? Of course. She got locked in our storage downstairs when the beasts attacked. I got a spare key. Please let her out. And feel free to take any supplies you want. You saved our lives.
All in a day's work. Thanks.
They hide. They hide underwater. In the pools, in the puddles. Can't be too careful.
Do all mirror makers look this shifty? Who knew that so much planning went into mirrors? Oh, nice work. It looks like the craftsman's gone out of business, though. Too bad.
This used to be an okay place to live.
Someone's been stocking up.
His house. Randall's house. Hold on, Hammond. We're almost there.
I found a disturbing book, Mr. Throgmorton, on mirrors. It spoke of imprisoned souls. Now level with me. What is it you're after?
I suppose there's no point in being coy. I have learned that I once had a brother, Hammond. My father robbed me of him. Hammond is inside the mirror, trapped by sorcery. My father's doing? Why, I cannot guess. But he is a Throgmorton. He must be saved.
Have a good day.
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
These have been here a while. Where does one find a miniature coffin like this? Life can be cruel. What the? No, my head! Damn it! I can't. Would have made a better father proud. Hey! Hey, let me out! Somebody's been doing their homework. And the biggest mirror exhibition in the history of Oakmont, including Master Randall's finest creations. His manor into a museum of vintage mirrors, collected over many decades.
As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you. I will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way. These rites, they might buy me time.
Time to piece this one together.
These rites, they might buy me time. There. As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you. I will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way. I will get you out, Hammond. There has to be a way. These rites, they might buy me time. There. As long as this mirror stays whole, you will be safe, baby boy. Safe while I find a way to free you.
Bethany set up some sort of barrier to buy time while she tries to free Hammond. I could remove it by destroying her ritual mirror.
Oh, no, you can't have him. I won't let you. You can't take the mirror, you hear me?
Bethany, calm down, please. I mean you no harm.
No, you won't take my child. Not again. I won't let you.
It's okay. We can talk about this. I know the mirror's important to you.
It's my son. My son. His soul, his very being trapped in the mirror. Cold, hungry, scared for decades. It's... okay, it's so hard to understand. His body is dead, but his soul is frozen in glass, unable to move on or return without help. Ugh. Francis thought this was merciful. Oh, the wretch.
What do you mean to do then?
I can call Hammond back into his own body. Don't judge me. This may seem unnatural, but we will be together. Everything is ready. I'm sure it will work. I only need to break the mirror to release him.
I can't go back empty-handed.
And I won't leave without my son.
Okay. Well, I guess you've got the right to try. Go ahead. I'll have to find some way to sweet-talk Robert.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, newcomer. You made the right choice. Oh, thank you so much, newcomer. You made the right choice.
I was too late. The mirror. I found it broken.
What? No. How? How could this happen? Oh, my brother, my poor brother. I expected better from you, Mr. Reed. By gay, I did. Oh, Drock, just go. Leave me to my ghosts.
Enough for everyone. Fish? Fresh fish?
I found the poisoner and dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news. Who was it?
Well, see, now that's the interesting part. It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband was a poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now. We serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning. You've done us both a huge favor by relieving him of the burden of his miserable existence. Well done, Charlie.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge, now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an innsmouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
I'm not in the mood, newcomer.
And it is only fair to be afraid. Titanic forces are at work. Infinitely greater than ourselves. Unknowable. Incomprehensible. There will be sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. But these are the hallmarks of a pivotal moment in time. And each of us has a part to play.
I guess this city wouldn't be complete without a doomsday prophet.
Let me assure you, I am anything but. I am called Ebernote Blackwood, and this is the place I have chosen to share my message. Please, come to one of my full sermons.
Charles Reed. Good to meet you. Blackwood. You're a member of the Grand family.
I am indeed the last of that line. Inheritor of an empty mansion and a severed history.
I'll see you around.
Snub it, landlubber.
This used to be an okay place
What
to
are you
live.
selling, mister? I don't see any goods.
I offer what everyone in this Borg needs most. Safety and comfort. You a newcomer? Where are you staying?
The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Oh, old Victor always thinks so small. A man of your talents could earn his board 100 ways. Maybe you want some more spending money?
Got a job for a private eye, mister? I'm always up for a good side gig.
That's what I like to hear. I'm Walter. I need someone capable to take care of an issue on my property. Local fauna, if you know what I mean.
Real estate's a risky business. How'd you get into it?
All my life I was a common fisk trader. But I wanted more. I dreamed of being a landlord. A man who never works. So I scrimped and saved, and bought several houses. Gonna rent them to the refugees and newcomers. And I have even greater plans.
Let me guess. You need a gun for hire. Or is there another task?
I need you to place these incense burners on the top floor of my properties to drive off the wild beasts. Take a photo for me as proof.
Smoke that repels wild beasts. Does that even work?
Of course it will. No doubt. I bought it from a friend I trust.
Well, okay. Just give me the address. See you later.
Hey, Mr. Reed.
Do I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. All right. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Are you using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers? Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals, and for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You'll want to examine your prejudice.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
A little bird told me there are people in Oakmont who can help me leave town.
Maybe, maybe not. What makes you think I know anything?
I've heard they're having a wake for Toothless Bob here.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove you ain't some gumshoe.
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out with something. Solving problems is my specialty.
Okay. What about a little favor? Nothing fancy, don't worry. I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown. Find out what's taking him so long. Here's the address.
Got it.
One more thing. If you don't find him, bring the package back, will ya? It's a crate full of the water of life, if you catch my drift.
Bye. Empty, but reeks of gasoline. I've seen ashes like this before. Well, that's one way to get rid of a corpse. The blood's almost dry. Left by something heavy with wheels.
You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their history. Get 'em, boys. Drock! Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way? No mercy, boys. He's been asking for this. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Time to figure this out.
Drock! Whose idea was it to hide the crates in such a stupid way? You're done, kid. Someone talks to the cops behind my back. Their history. No mercy, boys. Get rid of him. Leave nothing but ashes. Understood?
Someone was looking for a crate here and was brutally killed. The crew that did it were headed up by a guy in a wheelchair. Here's your water of life.
Shh, keep it down, pal. Not too shabby, newcomer. You deserve a reward for this.
Well, I found your courier. I hate to break it to you, but he's dead. Someone didn't like him talking to the cops, and, well, they made it pretty savage.
What? I'm dead. He might think I was in on it.
He? Who's he?
The boss.
Not my problem. Just tell me what I want to know. Who do I gotta see to get a man out of the city?
You're wrong there, pal. It is your problem. The boss is the only one who can arrange a bon voyage. There, on newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
It's you, the man who made the boss blow a gasket. Caleb never thought a newcomer would make him look such a fool to Mr. Throgmorton.
It's not my fault you guys didn't check the warehouse.
I know. No hard feelings, pal. Impressive work finding the killer. Maybe you can help me with another one. The name's Sam Shaw. Take your drink and let's talk.
Didn't I hear something about a prohibition?
Of course. This place merely sells juice. Old fermented grape juice. A tonic for your health. So, how about that business?
We can talk, but I don't work for free.
I know. Still, the task is simple, so I can't offer a lot. I just need a few photos of crime scenes. What do you say?
You're the police officer. Why can't you take the photos yourself?
The cases fell to other detectives, but they've let them slip through the cracks. I can't go behind the backs, but an outsider...
Tell me where to find the bodies.
Here are 3 file cards with names and addresses. Bring me photos of the victims, then I can start to get this moving again. I'll be waiting upstairs for those 3 photos. Please, try to be discreet in this matter.
Take care.
Hey fella, what do you do when you see a dog? Pet it or kick it away?
I'd kill it, because the dog's rabid.
Right you are. You're a new one, huh? Come with us.
No offense, but I'm not keen on going anywhere with you guys. Just point the way to your boss and I'll be alright.
That ain't happening, pal. You're going with us willingly or by force. I'm fine with either.
Just take me to your boss.
Who are you, and what the drock do you want? And let's be quick about it, kid. I don't have the whole damn day.
I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Heard you can help with, certain things.
So you want a favor from me, Mr. Reed. And what would that be?
I want to smuggle a man out of the city.
A lot of people want to leave Oakmont, kid. Few ever succeed. It won't be easy. And, like everything in life that's worthwhile, it won't be cheap.
So, what's it gonna cost me?
Normally, I wouldn't do drock for a newcomer. But you're doing business with that old ape-lover Throgmorton. I think that's interesting. That tells me you're worth something, kid. Now, I have a job needs doing, but it needs to stay between the two of us.
Guess I have no choice. So, what do I need to do?
First things first. My name's Brutus Carpenter, rightful head of the Carpenter family. Second thing, someone tried to kill me a week ago.
Oh, you're not asking me to track them down and kill them, are you?
No, kid. I've got hatchet men if I need them. And I don't want to kill them anyway. I just want to know who was gunning for me and why. Yeah, I know how it sounds. But after I almost died, I realized that being a hard case isn't the only option. I want to try to do things differently.
Alright, color me interested. How did this all happen?
I woke up in the crematorium inside a rolled-up carpet. I had this tag on my toe like some cadaver, and I was covered in this weird rancid slime. I managed to get myself out of there. But what I saw once I got home made me think I had a screw loose.
And? What did you see?
Me, kid. Some palooka wearing my face and walking out my front door like all was well with the world. So I decided to get out and hole up here. Gathered a small company and pulled myself together.
What was your last memory before the crematorium?
I can remember clearly a dinner I had a week before the incident. After that, only bits and pieces. I remember writing something in my diary. I don't recall what, except it was important. Those notes could tell us how it all started.
And I suppose that diary's still in your manor.
Exactly, kid. In a strongbox in my room. You have my permission to crack it if it's necessary. I'll write you the address.
You must have tried to do something about this imposter already.
Of course I did, kid. I wouldn't be asking for your help if this was just a walk in the park. My people said they killed that other me. It didn't change a thing. I guess they got the wrong guy.
Any thoughts on who'd want to do this to you?
It must be someone close to me, so I can't trust anyone. I haven't even contacted my son Graham. Normally I'd get him to solve this. I'm vulnerable now. I can't risk exposing myself. Another good reason to bring in an independent contractor.
So where would I find the city's crematorium?
Of course you don't know. You're a newcomer after all. Here's the address.
I got it. It appears you're quite capable of standing without aid. So why the wheelchair?
Does your curiosity always beat out your courtesy? I'll tell you if it makes you happy. I'm old. Some days I feel tired. This wheelchair, unlike many people, has never crossed me. So I know I can count on it if I need to.
You mentioned your son, Graham. Can you tell me more about him?
Graham? Why would you care? He has nothing to do with this.
You sound pretty sure about that.
Of course. Graham is too honest. And since the end of the war, he turned into a real bleeding heart. It's become a bit of a headache, actually. Of course, we've had our differences, especially about the family business, but he would never hurt a fly, let alone me.
Goodbye.
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you off limits.
Whoa, what gives?
Yeah, top marks for quantity, but so much for quality. Even my gear's in better shape.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Good day to you, kind sir. I hope the angels will be more merciful to you than they were with me. Oh, poor me.
Did something happen?
Some Danes robbed the graves in the cemetery. If I don't find the body soon, city council will find out. But I have no idea where to start. I'll be fired, I know it. And it's the only job I'm fit for. That's what my mama said.
I can help you. I'm quite experienced at finding people alive, usually.
Oh, thank the angels, kind sir. I'll repay you, I will. You'll find the 3 robbed graves in the cemetery. I marked them, and you don't need to muck up your suit lugging bodies round, sir. I can do that. Just find all 3 and tell me where they are, please.
Whoever held this poker has got to be covered in slime. Someone tried to wash the stain out, but it's still slimy. Ugh, it stinks. Ugh, it reeks to high heaven. What is this stuff? And judging by the dried blood and the dent on the shovel, it was used as a weapon.
I need to get out of here before he comes round. What by the angles is going on? Where am I?
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Another one for you. Burn him first chance you get. It's urgent.
What by the angles is going on? Where am I? I need to get out of here before he comes round.
Brutus was brought in by some group who had to deal with the crematorium worker. So, Brutus woke up, knocked the guy out cold, and escaped.
Oh, my stomach. I never...
You're James Warren, right?
Yeah, that's me. What do you want? I'm sick, can't you see?
A week ago, a group of people brought an unconscious man to the crematorium. I need to know who those people were.
What makes you think I'd know that?
You got hurt that day. That's why you're in the hospital. The man you were supposed to burn knocked you out and escaped.
Horse feathers. I hit my head. Fell down the stairs.
You were supposed to cremate a man listed as Jack White. He escaped, and now he wants to know what's going on. So tell me, who paid you to burn a man alive?
How do you know about White?
I talked to him. I need names, Warren.
I can't. I say anything. I'm toast.
They'll certainly kill you if they find out Jack White is still alive. I can arrange that.
No, please. No, I didn't ask their names. They're priests, but they ain't from St. Michael's Church, that's for sure. They were talking about the Lord of the Woods or something. Maybe from an old Oakmont church? That's all I know, I swear.
Where can I find this church?
I don't know. Some things in this Borg are best left alone.
It's not much, but thanks. Wasn't that hard after all, was it?
You got what you came for. Now leave me be.
Bye.
Hey, you! No loitering. Only workers are permitted on the premises.
You're handing out supplies for free. That seems awful charitable.
Mr. Carpenter is a pillar of our community, generously donating half of our supplies to the people of Oakmont in their time of need.
I could use some supplies, if you can spare them, that is.
Here, take some medicine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm looking for work. I heard you might have a job.
Sure. There's a sack of potatoes in the basement of the manor. Go get it. Bring it here, okay?
Got it.
Get a move on then.
Bye. So, where are the potatoes?
Help me! Please! Help me! Please!
Please, friend, don't take away my food.
Your food? This is stolen. This sack was meant to go to the hungry.
We are the hungry, mister. Me and my family. I have 5 children to feed and nothing to feed them with. Oh, look, we'll starve to death without it. Have a heart.
I don't get it. You can have food for free. The carpenters are distributing it. So why steal?
They'd only give me 1 portion, even though I told them that my wife and kids are too weak to get here.
Sorry, but stealing's off limits. I'm returning this sack.
Have mercy, sir. Please don't.
Them's the rules, buddy. You stay here.
I pray that Kay grants me 1 more day.
All done. Easy peasy.
Great. Here's your pay.
There was one minor issue, though.
What? What issue?
The sack was borrowed by one of your workers, but I tracked him down and got it back.
You did good. But what are we gonna do about the thief?
I'm sure your boss would want to know about it, but I can see you're pretty busy. Tell you what, I'll go talk to him for you.
You're right. I'm needed here. Vera, go see Mr. Graham Carpenter and report the incident. He's upstairs.
Mr. Carpenter?
Yes, Graham Carpenter. How can I help?
One of your workers is a thief. Stole a sack of potatoes.
Oh. I do hope my people haven't taken it into their own hands.
Not yet. Is there a way to solve this peacefully? The guy has a hungry family. That's why he stole.
I won't punish a man for trying to feed his family. Why didn't he simply ask me for more food? Tell him he can keep what he stole. If he needs more, let him come back. It may be that he'll need medicine too. Can you give him this? It's not much, but it'll help.
No offense, but why such generosity all of a sudden? I mean, this distribution of supplies.
I hope to set an example for the other influential families of Oakmont. Together we can make our city a better place. Besides, after the incident with the poisoned fish, people were left with nothing to eat. I had to take action to prevent starvation.
Thank you. I thought Brutus was the head of the Carpenter family. Something changed?
Oh, no, not at all. My father's still in charge. I've simply taken on some of his responsibilities. He's past his prime and needs more rest.
A mask? Why do you wear it?
A war wound. I prefer not to discuss it if you don't mind.
Goodbye. Yeah, you don't get these for staying in your foxhole.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Paris, December 1918, right after the guns stopped firing. I've seen this face before. Budge. This has been empty for years. Seems someone believes eternal life comes in a bottle. Huh. Now, weren't you the one who called Robert an ape lover, Brutus? Brutus Carpenter, I presume.
Yes, that's right. Did you bring me something to eat? I'm very hungry.
No, sorry.
Ah, well, move on then.
Bye. Something's chewed this one up real bad. This is in good shape and ready to use. This is in good shape and ready to use. Something's chewed this one up real bad. Now that's a familiar smell. Like year-dead skunk.
The stars are aligned, and a new turn of the cycle begins. The time has come to return to the mother's womb, and we shall be reborn, brothers and sisters. Make sure you get every scrap. We don't want anyone reading these while we're down there. Take them to the crematorium. We'll destroy them before we dive.
Don't wait. I'll catch up to you.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Take them to the crematorium. We'll destroy them before we dive. The stars are aligned, and a new turn of the cycle begins. The time has come to return to the mother's womb, and we shall... Make sure you get every scrap. We don't want anyone reading these while we're down there. Take them to the crematorium. We'll...
Don't wait. I'll catch up to you.
A group of fanatics based in the Redemption Church. got rid of several bodies, took all the documents they could, and dived.
Why are you here? You look like a fresh wound.
Yeah, well, you're no oil painting yourself, fella.
Imbecile. Strike us down and many more will rise, fresh from the fecund mother's womb, slick, naked, yet burgeoning with strength. Our eyes infest this city, our hands too. We fill young Graham with our words, and soon he will be hollow.
What was that about young Graham?
His house is divided. It cannot stand. The young will succeed the old, as new shoots rise from decay. Our growth shall choke the sun. The veins we open will seed crimson blossoms. The fecund mother grants new life. You should have stayed above.
Are you my mommy? Where's my mommy?
Church of Redemption, founded in 1667. Cast away from your evil deeds and find redemption in our Lord.
You cannot build here. It's cursed. Cursed. The skies smote the carpenters for their sins. You cannot build a church in this place.
Good. Let this place be our legacy. May the horror that befell the carpenters be forgotten, and hope take its place. Esse quam videre. Quick, Reverend, I implore you. I lost everything to this fire. My house, my family. No need to recite every single bloody name.
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Make it quick, Reverend, I implore you. I lost everything to this fire. My house, my family. No need to recite every single bloody name. Good. Let this place be our legacy.
You cannot build here. It's cursed. Cursed. The skies smote the carpenters for their sins. You cannot build a church in this place.
The old Carpenter Manor stood here centuries ago, until a fire destroyed it and killed most of the family. The church was built over the ruin. I know who's behind the attempt on your life, Mr. Carpenter.
And? Don't make me wait, kid.
First, I want to know what your plans are for when you resume as head of the family.
Everything will go back to how it was before. Tradition exists for a reason, kid. Besides, it's none of your damn business.
It was your son, Graham. He got mixed up with some kind of cult. They helped him to create your doubles.
My son? You'd better be sure about this.
I am. He paid for your cremation. I found this letter in the cultist's lair. There's no doubt it was him.
Graham was in cahoots with these wackos? That's hard to take in. I mean, we've had our differences, but this...
I'm sorry, Mr. Carpenter. I don't mean to be rude, but there's still the matter of smuggling my client out of Oakmont.
Yeah, right. Okay, kid. You've done well. I'll keep my end of the bargain. Your man will leave the Borg tomorrow night. Tell him to be ready.
Thank you. It's done, Fred. The Carpenters will be getting in touch soon. Now, do you have something for me?
Perfect. All right, listen up. I've arranged a meeting with a certain high-ranking member of the EOD. His name is Ebony Blackwood.
Blackwood, huh? Yeah, I may have run into him once or twice.
If the Order knows something, it's a good bet that Ebony does too. If they have your professor, he knows where she's being kept. I'll give you the address to the meeting place. He'll be expecting me, not you. So keep your wits about you.
All right. Thanks, Fred. Good luck and safe travels.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Ah!
this is an Evernote. Ah, jeez. Poor bastard. Ah, this is an Evernote. This is an Evernote. Someone shot this place up good. The killer knew what he was doing. A clean strike, and deep.
I surrender. Take me, and let my people leave.
Mr. Blackwood, we're under attack. We're all...
The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood. Maybe they'll finally get it. The Order ain't welcome in this part of town.
Time to figure this out.
The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood.
Mr. Blackwood, we're under attack. We're all...
I surrender. Take me, and let my people leave.
The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood. Maybe they'll finally get it. The Order ain't welcome in this part of town.
The meeting place was attacked. Evernote was carried off while his escort's bodies were left as a warning. Bled to death. What's going on here? won't budge. You look like you've been run over, pal. What happened?
What does it look like? It was that damned prisoner.
So is there anyone around here who knows what's going on?
Go ask the wizard. Upstairs. Is it getting dark in here?
Looks like they got you pretty good.
Oh, you don't say, newcomer.
I'm not gonna leave somebody to die, no matter how much they deserve it.
Well, thank you. I won't forget this. I think I can make it to the hospital now. Here, take my ammo. Here's hoping I won't need it. It's getting cold.
This is an Evernote. This is an Evernote. Door won't budge. That is not normal. Look at these things. Someone's way too fond of causing pain.
Think you're funny, Blackwood? A confession, a real one. Write it down while you've still got fingers.
Hey, you can't just waltz in here. This club is off limits to non-members, especially you damn newcomers. Who am I kidding? The club's a blasted war zone. I've got wounded here, and we're all on edge. Who are you, anyway?
Charles Reed, private investigator. I'm looking for one of your recent, guests.
Right, you mean that bloody preacher from the fish market? This is all his fault. He was the one who summoned those beasts.
Summoned them. You're kidding me. How did he pull that off?
Pull that off? Do I look like some rotten fish-faced warlock to you? How should I know? He just did. And all in all that commotion, he escaped.
Was the preacher's name Evernote by any chance?
That's the one. We've been hunting down that slimy drock for weeks.
Oh, that seems like a lot of trouble to go to. And why bother? What's so special about him?
He's a pain in the arse, is what? That man doesn't have any respect for the way things are done around here.
This should be good. So what did he do to cross you, exactly?
Look around. This place is crawling with wild beasts. It's obvious he's up to no good. We'd never have known a thing about it if he wasn't behind in his damned rent.
Rent? Oh, don't tell me you jokers are landlords now.
It's no joke. You know how it is. Reed Heights, Advent, Old Grove. Dangerous places without the right kind of protection.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that sounded like a protection racket to me.
Your words, not mine. Besides, our group's gotta get funding somehow. Robes and ammunition aren't cheap.
Did anyone see where he went?
I'd bet good money he went back to his hideout. I'll go after him, but I have to take care of my wounded men first.
So, you gonna tell me where he is?
It's your life, buddy. The scouts I sent after him never came back.
Who exactly are you?
You're addressing the Imperial Wizard Gordon Mayer, newcomer. Show some damn respect.
Oh, never heard of an Imperial Wizard. Is that some kind of rank?
That's right, smart guy. It is. It's the highest rank in the clan.
Am I right in thinking Evernote pleaded for the lives of his men?
And what if he did?
Oh, is killing prisoners the kind of thing honorable men are doing now?
That's enough out of you, jackass!
Smells like fish soup. There we go. Guess his next move is one of these. Smells a few days old. There's enough food in here to weather a siege. Smells like fish soup. Crumpled, but clean. Someone's been here recently. Somebody likes to lecture. Throat slit. Clean. Throat slit. Clean.
time. Time to strike down the false prophets of the Order and to take back Professor Doe. Here, into the sea. I never thought I'd be able to take this journey. Go on ahead while I speak with the others. Finish off the interlopers. They no longer matter. I'll see you all upstairs.
Time to figure this out.
Finish off the interlopers. They no longer matter. I'll see you all upstairs. Here, into the sea. I never thought I'd be able to take this journey. Go on ahead while I speak with the others. It is time. Time to strike down the false prophets of the Order and to take back Professor Doe.
Blackwood's going after Harriet Doe. Took a small army with him. Just need to figure out where he went.
I know you, don't I? Mr. Reed from the fish market had business with that harlot Anna. Why on earth are you here?
Harriet Doe. I know you were looking for her. Where is she?
Why do you need to find her? She has a purpose that must be fulfilled. A purpose that you have no part in.
I have questions that I need her to answer.
Questions? You're like a dog digging for a bone. You have no concept of the greater picture. The professor is the one. She is too important to be bothered by your questions. She is all that remains of the few. Listen to me. Harriet must live. We are on the cusp of a great tragedy, and only she can avert it. She is one of the chosen, gifted with visions by divine providence. It is her fate to either save us or doom us all.
I don't follow. You talk about tragedy and doom. What tragedy? What doom?
From beneath the city. But I forget. You would know. The frescoes here show the truth. I lost days studying them long ago. I once served the sea myself, Mr. Reed, but I cannot do so any longer. They have to stopped. Harriet is the key.
Okay. Why don't you save us both a lot of time and trouble and give me the short, snappy version?
There is a cosmic cycle at the end of each turn. I'm sorry. My time is too short. Please, find Harriet. You must make sure she lives.
In that case, I suppose I better get a move on.
Good luck, Mr. Reed. You must not fail.
It's a prison. I've seen these symbols before, but where? Another piece of the puzzle. It looks like a wheel, something repeating maybe. Like the seasons. Some kind of cycle. Seal. I'm sure I've seen these symbols before. Where? Professor Doe, are you all right?
All right? I am. Why not? Sorry, who are you?
I'm Charles Reed, private detective. I've come here for some answers.
Here, you'll find many answers. Everything is an answer here. And everything is in my hands now. Do you understand? There is a cycle. This has all happened before. She wants to be free, but she must not be, or else it all ends.
What is this about a cycle?
It always begins with a great flood. Then the threat rises with the sea. The sea is all that divides our world from the one below. When the sea rises, the gates neither open nor closed, only waiting.
What gates?
Katiganar! The gates are not closed, the gates are not open, but they shall be one or the other by the cycle's end.
What are you talking about?
But the seal may close the gates, and close them forevermore.
Professor Doe, you're not making sense. We need to get out of here. Now.
I can't leave with you. I need to be alone. Alone! You don't understand. I play a part in it all, but only the chosen few may do that. Those led by the visions. I have had them for so long.
What do you see in your visions?
Horrors. Nightmares. Alive. I see reality. Torn. Rotten. The things below and water. So much water.
require is death.
I have visions too. That's what brought me to Oakmont. And I guess what brings me to you now.
Oh, but that has to be different. It has to be. I've been through so much. It has to be different. I don't understand. There can only be one of us.
I need a moment to think it over.
Okay. I will stay here with my seal.
I know what we should do.
Yes.
We need to get out of here.
But my work isn't finished. My mission.
Good luck finishing it if you're dead. We need to get out of here, Harriet. We just need to get to the surface.
Fine. Fine. We go above ground, but we need to take the seal with us. The seal is the key to everything.
What are you doing here, Johannes?
You have quite a knack for asking the wrong questions, Mr. Reed. I'm here because I heard you were admitted. You don't seem the frail sort, so my interest was piqued.
Last I remember, I was underwater.
Consider yourself lucky. That's not the best place to be unconscious. I'd wager you'd had a drink too many were it not for the scratches. What exactly were you doing underwater?
There was this ancient temple down there. It was wrong, Johannes. A horror show.
It's all right, I believe you. I won't ask you to relive it just yet.
Please. What happened to Harriet Doe? Where is she?
Ah, she's right here at the hospital. In the morgue. They fished her out of the Calm Shore Marina earlier today. A pity. I always thought she was a strong swimmer.
But how? I made sure she...
Made sure? Mr. Reed, when confronted by the true horrors of this city, you couldn't even stay conscious. And now we are here.
What happened to my things? I need to find them.
Mr. Reed, do you take me for a hospital employee?
I guess not. Apologies.
Although, this wouldn't happen to be about a certain seal, would it?
How do you know about it?
Mr. Reed, there are plenty of things you do not yet know. Luckily, I want you to succeed. Perhaps it has been misplaced. You may wish to return to where you were found. If I were you, I'd inquire with the staff as to where that was.
Johannes, be straight with me. How do you know about the seal?
What can I say? Acquiring information is something of a hobby of mine. Wasn't that how you and I first met? In any event, when you've recovered the seal, come find me at my theater. I will have a plan of action ready. Here's the address. Farewell.
I believe I was rescued by a stranger. Do you know who it was?
Let's see. You're Reed, right? Huh, well, that's funny. It was a regular of ours.
A regular?
Yeah, his name is Billy Drunnen. Well, let's just say he enjoys a drink a bit too much. Seen a lot of him these past few months.
Barrel fever,
I tell you, his file is just about bursting at the seams. The things he comes out with in therapy.
Can I have my things back, please?
Oh, of course. There you go.
Is this all you have? I'm missing a large, round object.
I don't recall it. Sorry. At least you're leaving here with your life. That's something.
Billy Drunnen, I presume.
Who the jog are you? Oh, it's you! Good to see you doing better.
I'm told I owe you a debt of gratitude for bringing me to the hospital.
Ah, it was nothing. Good book says to help your neighbor. Wasn't gonna leave a man to bleed out, was I?
In all the commotion, I seem to have lost something. It's large, round, covered in inscriptions. Any idea what may have happened to it?
You think I'm the kind of guy that'd save someone with one hand and pick his pocket with the other?
If you didn't take it, then who did?
Tough to say. But I can do you one better. I found you on the calm shore. You were in a bad spot, so I didn't hang around to look for large, round objects. If you dropped it, maybe it's still there. I'll tell you where to go. It's close. Decent view, too.
Well, I suppose it's worth ruling out the possibility. Thanks.
Hold up. Is that all? Not gonna buy your savior around? What a world.
You're right. Next one's on me.
Thanks. Just as I was getting thirsty. Watch yourself out there, mister.
Poor guy's face is gone. Evernote drew the same sigil in the Orion Club to summon monsters. Evernote drew the same sigil in the Orion Club to summon monsters.
Die, scum!
Whoever ripped this apart was in a hurry.
At last, I finally have it. Better hurry to the manor before more interlopers show up.
When the Chosen visit you, they never seem to come back. So we'll be taking this one. Finish him, Carl. So saving the drowned is the only way you can make friends, Blackwood? Did you really think the Yellow Kings wouldn't catch you?
Fools! You don't know what you're doing. Put him down!
Time to figure this out.
So saving the drowned is the only way you can make friends, Blackwood? Did you really think the Yellow Kings wouldn't catch you? When the Chosen visit you, they never seem to come back. So...
Fools! You don't know what you're doing! Put him down!
Blackwood dragged me to the surface, but was ambushed by Drunnan. Both seem to think I'm among the Chosen. And now Blackwood has the seal. Again with the signs. I wonder what he was trying to tell me. Where did Billy Drunnan go? I thought you said he was here.
Ah, son of a... He was just there a moment ago, scribbling something. I guess his tab just got even bigger. Anything else?
You're a local. Can you remind me where to find the Blackwoods Manor?
The manor? What you want with it? It's been empty ever since the Blackwoods left. You planning a heist?
I'm a private investigator, sir. I'm paid to be better than that.
Yeah, well, the manor's easy enough to find. Top of a cliff in Grimhaven Bay with $1 million view.
Where did they go?
Do I look like a history teacher? All I know is sometime around the flood, the whole family just up and vanished. In fact, 2 families. The Blackwoods and what remained of the Marshes, too. Pretty odd.
You think they had something to do with the flood?
Could be. Or maybe they just saw which way the wind was blowing before the rest of us.
I won't keep you.
So kind of you, newcomer.
Great. More summoning. Lock seems in good condition. The door won't budge. The door won't budge. Wide open sea. I too was drawn to it once. course the Blackwoods would have a space for rituals. Well equipped, too.
No, 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 not again!
Dragon's Eye. I've seen this before. This one seems more recent. This one seems more recent.
Oh, you blasted thing! I need a stronger focus. Something touched by Kotiganar. So many attempts, so few chosen left. I must keep looking. This way, Gordon. The cure for your illness awaits.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
This way, Gordon. Oh, you blasted thing! So many attempts, so few chosen left. I must keep looking.
Evernote conducted a ritual on someone, but the man died in the process. He buried him and set out to find something he called a stronger focus. Wide open sea. I too was drawn to it once. Is it just me, or is she looking back? Is it just me, or is she looking back?
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seemed like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, you don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. See you later. Just when I thought I'd actually get somewhere first for once.
Hello there, Mr. Reed. I didn't expect to see you here so soon.
Do we know each other?
Well, I must say, I'm a little hurt. The Yellow Kings know everything that goes on in this Borg, and that includes you.
I've seen some of your gang's handiwork before. What's your angle?
Us? Well, call us concerned citizens. And this is just the kind of situation we concern ourselves with. I believe you recently lost something important. We're here to make sure you get it back.
The seal.
Uh-huh. Gotta find it before you go complete cuckoo like all them chosen before you.
What did you just say about the other chosen?
All the chosen go bonkers eventually. Whatever you're doing, you better step on it. You ain't safe. And from what I hear, it's been showing.
So what do you get out of this?
I just do what I'm told. And my boss was very clear about this.
Your boss? Who would that be?
Oh, don't you worry, sir. He'll find you when all is said and done.
So, do we have a problem or not?
Not at all. You're here already. Do your thing. Just leave us be while we do ours. If Evernote Blackwood shows his face, we'll put him down for good this time. Don't you worry.
How old is this? Someone could have cleaned this up, right?
I'm lucky you bastards left your research before you fled. All the chosen are in here.
Looks like everybody left mid-meeting.
You are here, Mr. Reed. Just when I was starting to think I'd come on too strongly.
You have an odd way of making advances.
You're hardly the charmer yourself. I was hoping we could talk. It's the least you could do after bringing those gentlemen along.
Those gentlemen were here when I arrived. Tell me, what were they after?
They have been a nuisance, hounding me for some time. I don't know their leader, but whoever they are, they're determined.
And so you slaughtered them.
They wanted me dead. I retaliated. If I looked, Mr. Reed, would I not find your hands soiled the same way?
So you're here on some kind of, what, pilgrimage?
This is where my family once gathered, before descending into the depths, never to see the sun again. They left me here. Punishment for being a disappointment, lacking the curse they wanted to exploit, as if that were all I was.
You saved my life at the Temple of Dagon. Why?
Oh, could I not? I suspected that you too were chosen. As it turns out, I was right. We walk the same path, you and I. I extended only the courtesy of a fellow traveler. Nothing more, nothing less.
That's reassuring. I was told the Chosen all go insane. Is it true?
All of them. No ordinary human can bear the curse, but I was destined to carry this burden, trained for it. It is mine alone, yet still I am denied it.
I can't let you have the seal.
Now, Charles, let's be civilized. By now you know enough to understand what this entails. I'll make you an offer. I have been groomed for this. I have waited my entire life for this. I am chosen. I am chosen. Let me free you from the burden.
Are you saying you can stop me going mad?
I can, with a ritual of my own design. There have been setbacks, yes, but now, with a piece of Katiganal in my hands, I know it will work.
You better start making sense, Blackwood.
I can extract the Dreamer's seed from you. I will bear this burden and carry it into the Stygian depths below the city. And you shall be free. Free to help me in this quest on an equal footing, or to flee the city with your sanity.
It can't be that easy.
None of it was easy. I have given everything I have. Everything to be here. I know this is my fate. Our fate. You can be saved, Mr. Reed. Let me help. I beg you. This is not where your journey ends.
I want a moment to think about the options.
Destiny waits for no man, Charles. Decide now whether this ends in salvation or blood.
Seeing a dead policeman must be bad luck. Really bad. .38 revolver shell casing. That's the same I'm using. It appears someone tried to help him, but all in vain. 3 shots to the gut, 1 through the heart. Quick death.
Repeat the verse after me. Gnaya ilya ogn glui hastor fatharanek ungibunma.
The bloodstains are still wet. This phone was used recently. As our material existence is not life, so our material destruction is not death. Monade possesses the ultimate power of transforming the world. Thus, being added to an odd number, it turns into an even, and added to an even makes it odd. For this world is nothing more than just a play of lights and shadows, dwarfed to insignificance in the endless corridor of angles yielded by mirrors that reflect each other. Your humble servant, Theurgy of Math. Le Philosophe Inconu, selection of maxims and aphorisms.
Wear this. Kill Vanderberg, and your sweet new wife won't get hurt.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine. Can't you see we are having a seance? What are you— Ah!
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot! Please send help!
Okay, let's see what actually happened here.
Step right in, my friend. Let me welcome you in this humble abode of mine. Can't you see we are having a
Police? Mr. Vanderberg has been shot!
Johannes Vanderberg was with a guest when the killer arrived and shot him. His visitor survived and used the phone to call the police. Pierre de Lalande. Repercussions and Reflections.
Stop right there. Put your hands up and don't try anything stupid.
What? Why?
You're under arrest for the murder of Johannes Vanderberg.
I didn't kill him.
We have clear evidence against you and an eyewitness report. Take him in.
Rise and shine, Detective Reed. Hope you've enjoyed your stay.
weren't you the man giving orders back at the Carpenter Manor? To what do I owe the pleasure?
You have an excellent memory, Reed. The name's Frank. Regardless, I'm here for you. Mr. Carpenter has put up your bail.
That's generous of Mr. Carpenter, but tell me, how did he know I was here?
The Carpenter family has a long and proud history of supporting the Oakmont Police Department. Let's just say they keep us in the loop.
I must confess I'm, pleasantly surprised. That seems helping Mr. Carpenter was a good choice after all.
Well, you helped Mr. Carpenter, and now he returned the favor. The Carpenter family always pays its debts.
I didn't kill anyone. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Of course you didn't do it, Mr. Reed. The witness must be mistaken.
No, seriously. I'm innocent.
Okay, sir. Mr. Carpenter wishes to see you. I suggest you take up the matter with him yourself.
Fine. Thank you.
You better start brown-nosing Carpenter. If it were up to me, we'd have already thrown away the key.
Sir, I didn't do a thing.
Oh, really, newcomer? Shall I read your record aloud?
Go ahead. I'm a good citizen.
A good citizen with a shotgun. People like you are best kept in jail, if not the asylum.
You're not so good with people, are you, officer?
Men like you are why this city is a mess. You blow off locks and break into houses to ransack them. You stroll the streets with a loaded gun, firing at innocent passers-by. And don't you dare deny it.
The work of a private eye does occasionally require some lateral thinking, but it's all in service of law and order.
So you commit crimes to prevent crimes. Got it. The only mystery is why you haven't ended up here sooner. Just remember, if it weren't for your powerful friends, you'd still be rotting in Oakmont jail.
A little blackmail, a little larceny, a worthwhile scrap or two, just like the old days.
Mr. Carpenter, glad to see you in good health.
Yeah, I'm glad too, kid. It was hard to make it here in one piece after all that turmoil. I never expected this from my own son.
I'm sorry for that.
Never mind. Nothing wine, women, and song can't fix. I'm still going strong, kid, if you know what I mean.
I wanted to thank you for bailing me out of jail. That was very helpful.
Yeah, sure, kid. But you must understand that your freedom ain't yet insured. They still have a witness against you. Milton Pierce. I can make sure the police swallow whatever I feed them. But I need some morsels to offer. You get me, kid?
You need evidence of my innocence.
Find the one to blame and let my taskmaster know. Old Brutus'll do the rest.
I didn't see Graham here. What happened to him?
I had to ensure my own survival, kid. I don't think you want to know more than that.
Who is this Milton Pierce?
Another rich rascal running for mayor. Nothing special. Just your typical Reed Heights scum.
Do you know where I can find him?
No idea, kid. From what I've seen in newspaper interviews, he's all over this town.
Thank you. I should go.
Wait a second, kid. Take this. It's a fine tool for sticky situations. Make good use of it.
Will do. Thanks.
Yeah. Watch yourself, kid.
How you doing, handsome?